Harlan. Starting on defense will be number 11, Brendan Meyer. His defensive partner will be number 12, Ashton Brockhouse. Starting at left wing will be number 18, Hudson Massa. Starting at right wing, number 27, Wyatt Flank. And centering that line, number 16, Lucas Leathers. And the rest of the Prior Lake squad. Now let's meet the starting lineup for Rochester. Starting in net, number 30, Dylan Plumber. Starting on defense, happy birthday to number 9, Graham Gaske. His defensive partner will be number 14, Lucas Levester. Starting at the wing, number 17, Sandro Snell. Also at the wing, number 8, Easton Keefe. And centering that line, number 12, Grayson Proto. And the rest of the Rochester squad. Head coach for Rochester is Casey Proto. Good luck to both teams. Now let's play hockey.
In Blaine for the last game of the Squirtacular tournament. Prior Lake's playing Rochester. Rochester's 19-4-2 on the year, so this will be a good test for the Lakers. So we'll see how they come out on this final Sunday of this tournament. Rochester has it off the face-off. They send it into the zone. Ashton tries to get that up to Lucas. That's broken up at the blue line. Rochester sends it deep. They try a centering pass. That pass intercepted. Ashton sends it around. Tries to get that up, but held by Rochester. Centering pass. Keegan's able to stop that. Parlick gets it off the face-off. They're able to send it out to a neutral zone. Rochester collects that pass. RJ has it. Lakers are continuing with the lines from yesterday with Brendan, RJ playing defense. Landon gets that out to the neutral zone. Rochester re-enters the zone. He circles. He gets a centering pass. It's broken up, and Huddy has it. He throws it off the boards, down the ice for an icing. Jake comes off with it off the face-off. He sends it around, tries to get that out to Lou. That gets out to the neutral zone. Nolan's giving chase on it. Nolan has it. He pushes that over to Lucas. Lucas along the sideboards. Rochester comes away with it. They go through the neutral zone. That pass just misses. Still able to get that into the zone. Jake has it. He gets that up to Lucas. Lucas going through the neutral zone. He's able to split the defender, but he's tied up before he can get a shot off. Rochester coming back the other way. Nice play by Jake to prevent the defender from getting around, giving Keegan time to cover. Ashton with it off the face-off. He gets around to Brendan. Brendan up to Wyatt. Wyatt tries to get that to Caleb, but that's broken up. Caleb comes away with it. He skates back into the neutral zone. Caleb tries to fire a shot. That's blocked. Ashton steps up. He has it. He fires a shot over the top of the net. Brendan steps up. He sends that back deep around the net. Rochester corrals it. They send it along the boards and out to the neutral zone. But Hudson's got it. Hudson fights through. He's in the corner. He looks for a pass. Pass to Wyatt. Shot saved. Rochester gets it out of the zone. As Prior sends it back to Ashton. Rochester sends that back into the Lakers zone. They come away with the puck. Fire shot, glove save by Keegan. That comes out to the point. They fire a shot. Saved by Keegan. Huddy's able to pick up that rebound. He gets that off. Lucas is able to deflect that into the zone. Lucas has it behind the net. Rochester coming back the other way. Good stick by Bjorn to break up that, to poke check that away. Now Lucas enters, he fires a shot, glove saved by Rochester. Lou back to RJ. RJ sends it down behind the net. Caleb battling for the puck. He has it. Bjorn steps up. He sends that back down. Goes off a skate. Caleb tries to corral it, but Rochester comes up with it. They're skating back the other way. Bjorn forces them to the boards. Bjorn battling for the puck. He sends that around to RJ. RJ tries to get that to Caleb. Goalie plays that. RJ with able to break up that pass, get that back into the offensive zone for the Lakers. Aiden holds the line. He fires a shot that's blocked. Wyatt able to get that back into the zone. Jake has it. Jake tries a centering pass to Lucas. Lucas changes directions. He gets that over to Hudson. Hudson to Wyatt. That comes out to Jake. Jake fires a shot that's blocked. Aiden with another shot that's blocked. Rochester breaking out. They enter the zone offsides. Face-off comes back into the Lakers zone. Jake sends that around to Landon. Landon chips that to Caleb. Caleb skating through the neutral zone. Aiden holds the blue line and then sends that back down behind the net. Rochester coming through. He able to get around the Laker defender. He chips a backhand off the post. Back out to the point. Jake sends that back out. Unable to get it out of the zone, though, as the Rochester player connects. Jake. Rochester sends that back into the corner. Reverse it. Landon's there. It gets out. Lakers able to get it out of the zone. Huddy fighting for it as the Lakers get a change. Penalty for a cross check on Huddy. So Rochester's going out on the power play. Save. Covered by Keegan. He's able to draw a whistle on that as Rochester was trying to pound it in. Shot by Rochester off the face-off blocked.
Number 21, Hudson Dodge. He gets 1 minute for a cross check.
Lucas comes away with it after that pass over to Hudson. Good pass there for that shot by Hudson. Saved and covered by Rochester goalie. Rochester skates it out into the neutral zone. Brendan forces them to the corner. They get that back out to the point. We play catch. Trip here. Trip on Brendan. So Rochester's going to have a 5-on-3. That goes to the corner. Rochester collects it. They send that down to the point. Out in front. Glove save by Keegan. That shot wide of the net. Hudson pushes it to the sideboards. He's battling for the puck. That's deflected. Save covered by Keegan as they.
Playing with assessed to Fire Lakes number 11, Brendan Meyer. He gets.
One penalty over for the Lakers, so back to 5-on-4. Caleb's able to get that to Lucas. Lucas enters the offensive zone. He sends that around to the corner. Bjorn steps up. Caleb has it into the corner. He tries a centering pass. That's broken up. Rochester coming back the other way. Lucas takes that away, but enters the zone off. Rochester enters the zone offsides. Power play over for Rochester as Lakers are back at full strength. Caleb has it. He gets that down. That's stopped by the Rochester goalie. Played up. Lakers able to force them to the boards. Two-on-one off the crossbar on that 2-1 opportunity for Rochester. Lakers able to get it out of the defensive zone. Lucas comes away with the puck. He skates up to the neutral zone. Around the net as he's tied up. Rochester comes away with the puck. RJ battling for it. It goes off a Lakers skate back to Rochester as they come away. Loose puck in front of the net. Lucas corrals it. He's able to get around a defender. He enters the offensive zone. He fires a shot, but that's blocked. Goes off a skate. It's blocked. That's sent down for what should be an icing. Lakers come away with it off the face-off, enter the zone. Rochester able to force it out. They chip it around the defender. He gets a shot off the crossbar. Lucas comes away with it off the face-off. He's able to get around the defender. He's got speed, shot just wide of the neck. Hudson has it along the boards. He tries to get that to Lucas. Rochester gets it back out to the neutral zone. Bjorn plays it along the boards. Down in the corner, Lucas has the puck. Goes behind the net. He's taken down. Big hit. No call there. as the first period comes to an end. Lakers send it into the zone off the face-off. Caleb battling for the puck. He sends it to the corner. Tries to get that to Lou. That's chipped out. Comes out to the neutral zone. Lou has it. Lakers get crossed up. Caleb has the puck behind the net. He skates it out in front of his net. That shot by Rochester goes wide. Centering pass, just off a stick. That comes out to the point. Fired wide of the net by Rochester. In the corner, Nolan chips that out. Brendan sends that to the corner, back out to the point, fires a shot. That's blocked and sent wide. Lakers able to get out of the neutral zone. Caleb racing for the puck. Nolan takes a big hit, no call there. Rochester now has a one-on-one opportunity. That centering pass broken up. Good play by Brendan there to stop that, to block that wraparound opportunity. Shot from the point blocked by Landon. That centering pass goes in. May have gone off a Prior Lake stick to go in. Trip there on Hudson. Rochester's going back out on the power play. Face-off controlled by Rochester. That goes out to the boards, out to the point. They send it back deep behind the boards. Centering pass by Rochester. That's blocked by Caleb. Back out to the point. That's outside the blue line and offsides. It's Caleb Toulouse to tie the game up for the Lakers. Back out to Ashton off the face-off. Stick by Aiden. Wyatt has the puck. He skates it down to the corner, but Rochester comes away with it. That's sent around. Should be a trip there, but no call. Lou racing to the puck in the neutral zone. He's forced against the boards. Rochester has it, driving towards the net. Aiden forces him to the boards. There's a trip. Penalty on Rochester as Prior Lake's going to go out on the power play. Rochester has it off the face-off. They get it out. It's going to be a icing. So another offensive zone face-off coming up here for the Lakers. Comes out to Aiden off the face-off. Aiden with that shot. Glove save by Rochester. Wyatt has the puck. He's behind the net. He sends it off the boards back out to Aiden. Aiden to Hudson. Hudson tries a cross-ice pass to Ashton. Ashton sends it deep. Good puck movement there from the Lakers, but Wyatt tries a pass. No one there. That comes out of the zone. Aiden skates it back in on sides, cross-ice pass, off a skate. Hudson has the puck going around the net. He changes directions. He gets that out to Aiden. Aiden to Ashton. Ashton with centering pass. Loose puck just off the net. Just wide of the net as Rochester gets back to full strength. Battle for the puck. Rochester player comes away with it. It's under Ashton. That comes out to center. Fire. Shot fired. Saved by Keegan. Lakers have it off the face-off. That goes Bjorn to RJ. RJ reverses that over to Huddy. Rochester collects it. They get a centering pass up. That shot wide of the net. Lakers unable to get it out of the zone. RJ changes directions. Rochester has it as RJ goes down. Landon racing for the puck. He sends it back the other way around his net, back the other way. Rochester there with it. They get a centering pass. That goes off a defender. Keegan able to cover and get a change for the Lakers. Jake sends it around the net off the face-off. Brendan goes down as he tries to get it up. Lucas has it. He gets that up to Brendan. Brendan takes it into the zone as he gets around the player. He tries a shot, but that's blocked. Nolan has it. Nolan gets that over to Brendan. He tries a cross-ice pass. That backhand broken up as Rochester coming back the other way. Rochester enters the zone offsides. Caleb racing for the puck. Hudson able to hold the zone momentarily, but Rochester regains control and able to get that out. Ashton collects the puck. He skates it in. He tries to fire a shot, but that's blocked. Hudson has it in the corners. He's battling for the puck, but he's tied up. Lucas breaks up that attempt coming off the bench. He tries to fire a shot, but that's blocked. He still has it, and that's taken away. Aiden steps up, holds it. Rochester gets it out into the neutral zone, but then loses it to Lucas. Lucas tries to go around a couple players. He goes down, no penalty. Shot by Hudson. Rochester gets a player out. Ashton back checks, forces a weak shot there as Rochester had a player behind the defense. Lucas able to get that around, but that's sent to the corner. Huddy goes down in front of net on a check. Another no call there. Good stick there by Bjorn to send it to the side of the net, but centering pass right there, saved by Keegan. Nice save there by Keegan. That shot blocked, coming back the other way. And Lakers enter zone offsides. Lakers control the face-off. D to D pass over to Caleb. Caleb has a shot blocked. RJ steps up. He fires that back in. That's blocked. Landon sends it behind the net. Lucas with it. Lucas skates around. Changes directions again in the corner. He's tied up on the boards and taken down. Landon tries to help him out. Rochester able to get that out. Lakers able to get that out of the zone. Bjorn with it. He enters the zone. He tries a centering pass, but that's intercepted. Lou holds the blue line, battling for the puck. Shot there by Lucas, saved by the goalie. RJ has it. RJ sends it back around. Lucas takes that puck. Lucas trip coming up here on Rochester as Lucas tried to fire a shot and was tripped as he was trying to take that shot. Out to Jake. Jake fires a shot wide of the net. Jake has it. He gets that down to Hudson. Hudson back out to Jake. Jake with another shot. That's blocked. Comes out to neutral zone. Brendan to Jake. Jake back to Brendan. Brendan to Caleb. Caleb enters the zone. That's pushed to the corner. Trip coming up there on trip on Caleb. So it'll be 4-on-4. To the corner off the face-off. Ashton has it. Ashton to Aiden. Aiden up to Hudson. Hudson going through the neutral zone. He gets around the defender. He hits a backhand, saved by the goalie. Second period comes to an end, tied 1-1. So Lakers were able to get that goal back that period to tie it up. We'll have 2 seconds of 4-on-4 to start the third period, followed by a 42-second power play for Rochester. Face-off comes out into the Rochester zone. They get back out to the neutral zone. Ashton has it. Ashton tries a long pass. Rochester going through the neutral zone. That wraparound tipped, looked like it bounced up and almost hit the crossbar. Just Lucas goes down. Lakers were able to get that out to the neutral zone with 7 seconds left on the power play. Brendan has it. He tries to get that out. Rochester holds the zone. Good stick there by Brendan to break up that shot attempt. Hudson able to get that to Lucas. They got a 2-on-1 with Caleb. Lucas with the puck. He fires a shot that's blocked. Out in front of the net. Backhand by Caleb. That's blocked. Rochester now coming back the other way. They send it deep as they get a change. Brendan corrals that puck. Brendan skating through the neutral zone. He enters his own onsides. Around the net. But loses the puck. Rochester with it. He drives. That tip by Rochester just wide of the net. Dangerous opportunity there for Rochester. Bjorn with it. He sends it out of his zone. He tries to send it out of his zone, but that's deflected. Lou's able to get it out. Nope. RJ chips it out. Stick there by Nolan, keeps it out. RJ now with it. He's skating along the sidewall. Good move there by RJ. He fires a shot. That rebound loose, still loose in front of the net. Now Rochester coming back the other way. Wyatt with it. That pass broken up. Enters the zone offsides. Landon sends it into the offensive zone off the face-off for the Lakers. Rochester then controls, gets it out to the neutral zone. That comes in. Jake kicks that to the sideboard. Blue line held by Rochester, but Huddy's able to force that out. That centering pass misses the mark, and Rochester chips it back down into the corner. Out to the point. Off the post. Aiden able to get that out. Dangerous play there. That went off the post. Lakers have a 2-on-1. Landon with the shot. Glove saved. They're able to get it to Lucas. Lucas with the rebound off the shot from Wyatt. He's able to score to put the Lakers up 2-1. Lucas sends that down into Prior Lake zone off the face-off. Ashton has it.
Was number 16, Lucas Leathers.
Ashton goes down behind in the corner. Hudson has it. Hudson's skating up. He gets that over to Wyatt. But Prior Lake enters offsides. Rochester has it off the face-off, tied up along the boards. Ashton has it. He changes directions. Rochester collects the puck. They get a centering pass. Get it to the net. Keegan's able to cover. Shot off the face-off. Keegan's able to glove that. RJ battling for the puck. He gets it out to Lou. Lou chips it out into neutral zone. Rochester collects it. Goes down deep into the Prior Lake zone. Caleb racing for the puck. He sends that in front of his net. Bjorn gets that to RJ. RJ goes down. Caleb with it. Caleb with the shot that's blocked. Rochester sends it around their net. They have it. Over to Lou. Lou with a shot. Wide of the net. Puck still loose in front of the net. Caleb tried to backhand. Couldn't quite sneak it in. Still on the net. Good offensive opportunity for the Lakers. Caleb has the puck. He gets that to Nolan. Nolan battling for the puck. Covered by Rochester. Face-off goes off the wall. That's sent up. Hudson was battling for the puck. Still along the sidewall. That enters the Lakers zone. Hudson has the puck. He gets that up to Lucas. Lucas tries to split some defenders and tries to get that over to Huddy, but just misfires. Huddy with it in the corner. Battle for the puck along the sidewall. Rochester player goes down. Huddy has the puck. Huddy gets that over to Lucas. Rochester steals it, coming back the other way. He flips it up over the goal and into the netting. Caleb with it. He fires a shot that's saved by Rochester. Rebound comes out. Rochester skating the other way. Rochester able to get around, tries to get around the defense. He changes directions, looking for a centering pass. That shot goes up over the net. That comes out into the neutral zone. Rochester sends that back in. Face-off won by Rochester. They get it into the offensive zone. Jake sends that to the boards, over to Landon. Landon tries to get it out. He's trying to force it out. Rochester holds the blue line. Lucas skating with it. He goes around his net. He finds some space. That poked over. Aiden gets that back in, but offsides. Lakers win the face-off. Aiden sends it into the zone. Caleb's chasing it. Tied up along the boards as Caleb gets back on sides. Caleb able to get that back into the zone. Rochester now has it. They enter the zone.
1 minute remaining in the third
Jake
period.
forces them to the boards. Aiden then intercepts that. He gets it out. Empty net now for Rochester. Caleb has the puck. Wyatt goes down. They call offsides. Wyatt took a big hit. No call, but just offsides. Some confusion on the Lakers as they get substitution. Bjorn with the puck. He sends that down deep, but it's going to be an icing. So offensive zone or defensive zone face-off now. Out over to Bjorn off the face-off. Bjorn sends it around his net, but Rochester corrals it. They get a centering pass. That's loose in front of the net. They're able to put it into the net. Rochester ties it up with about 35 seconds left. It's in the corner.
Scored for Rochester.
Out to Hudson. Hudson loses a stick as he enters the zone.
The strength goal comes in 11:30 on the third period.
Caleb and Lucas battling for it in the corner. As the third period expires. So this will be going to overtime. 4-minute overtime period. Brendan has the puck off the face-off. That gets Lucas. Lucas gets it into the offensive zone. Lakers regroup in the neutral zone. Lucas with the puck. He enters the zone. He tries to get around. Lucas able to tuck it in for the game winner for the Lakers.
Here's our final score in this Consolation Championship: Prior Lake 3 and Rochester 2.